Mollie Keith came to Missouri Valley College in 2000 from Aurelia, Iowa. At MVC, Mollie was a three-time All-American women's wrestler and was named the Valley Women's Organization Outstanding Senior Woman in 2004. Mollie was a member of the Missouri Valley College ROTC program. She graduated from MVC with a Bachelor of Science degree in physical education and went on to teach special education in the Marshall Public School District. In 2007, Mollie completed her Master of Arts degree in Educational Administration from Lindenwood University. Since 2004, Mollie has been enlisted in the United States Army and has served abroad in Iraq and Afghanistan. From 2007 to 2009, Mollie served as company commander of a forward deployed combat support military police company, conducting military police combat operations and police transition team operations in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2010, Mollie took the position of Executive Officer for Joint Task Force 435, TF Biometrics, in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, where she provided biometric support to 6 regional commands. Mollie currently works in Washington, D.C. as a biometrics operations officer. She's received numerous military honors, including the Bronze Star Medal, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, Army Commendation Medal, and the Army Achievement Medal. In 2011, Mollie was awarded the Philip Pistilli Silver Veterans Medal from the Harry S. Truman Good Neighbor Award Foundation. Mollie currently resides in Arlington, Virginia.
So when I was looking for school, I decided to go to Missouri Valley College because of the women's wrestling program. I was a wrestler in high school and also in middle school and elementary, and I really wanted to continue on wrestling, and there wasn't a lot of options. But Missouri Valley was one of the options, and I went to Marshall, and I loved it immediately. So it seemed like a good fit for me, so I decided to attend Missouri Valley College. I was really involved with a lot of activities. I was on the women's wrestling team. I was really involved in the education program because that was my major, and also I did the ROTC program. So those 3 things kept me pretty busy. So when I went to Missouri Valley College, I knew that I wanted to be involved in the education program. I proclaimed education as my major immediately and got started with that. I was lucky because Dr. Wellborn was actually my advisor, and he was ended up being the dean of the education division, and he was very, very helpful. And so right away I knew that's what I wanted to do. But I also knew that I wanted to continue on with the military because I was enlisted and I had joined the Guard in Iowa. So I wanted to continue on in the Guard. And one day while walking the halls of Valley, I saw an ROTC office, and I was like, I think I could do that. So I decided to sign up for the ROTC program, and I talked to, Dr. Wellborn, and I talked to Mike Mockoltz and everybody, and they were all really supportive the entire time I was, doing the ROTC, because that takes summer training and that sort of thing as well. So I knew that's what I wanted to do. So at Valley, I'd have to say that my most influential person would have been Mike Mockoltz. He does teach. I never had him as a teacher, but he taught me so many things about life and about the type of person I wanted to be while I was there. Working hard in a wrestling room is one thing, but he taught us to work hard in life and also to be resilient people. And I think that's just, you can't teach that. And I have to mention Dr. Wellborn because he was a hard professor. A lot of people would say, they didn't like him because, if you didn't show up for class, you weren't going to get in there if you didn't show up on time. And, looking hindsight, he wasn't teaching us that I'm not going to let you in and I'm just going to try to be a jerk about it. He was teaching us that, his time is important, and also that it was important for you to be in class and on time. And it was, lessons like that, teach you later on in life, because you can't show up late for meetings in the Army. You can't, when I was a school teacher, you can't start your class 20 minutes late. So he was teaching us skills for life, and that's one of the things about Mike and Dr. Wellborn that I just love, is that they taught me about the type of person I wanted to be, and they taught me about responsibility and about resiliency. I'm currently stationed at the Pentagon right now, and I've actually been at the Pentagon for 3 years. I've spent about 2.5 years working biometrics, and a lot of people will go, oh, what's that? What's biometrics? It's a big word. I can spell it, that's about it. But no, in all seriousness, biometrics, I did that for 2.5 years. It was really great. We worked on helping secure the borders, and we did that through fingerprints, your eyes, your voice identification, and I went to Afghanistan and worked with the task force there for a while and came back and worked with the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice. So we're trying to secure our own borders now and also identify the unknown, you know, because so much now is the unknown enemy, and we're trying to stop that. Most recently, though, I've just been transferred. The Army likes to move you around a lot. They don't want you to get too comfortable. So complacency is not a good thing in the Army. So I recently have been transferred to Comprehensive Soldier Fitness. It's actually just changed our name, Comprehensive Soldier and Family Fitness. And what we do is we basically work on the soldier. What we're doing is we're trying to help develop a more resilient soldier. And so I'd have to say some of the highlights of my career so far, my company command. I took command and went to Iraq in 2008 of a military police company, and we deployed and returned with 186 soldiers, and none of my soldiers were killed. Did have some wounded, but none of them were killed, and it was a very austere mission. We were doing police transition team mission, so basically we were embedded with the Iraqi police and working with them, and it was very rewarding to actually work with the Iraqi police and see them grow. A lot of times, you know, especially soldiers now, they're returning from war, and a lot of the wounds you can't really see. You know, we do have amputees, and we do have soldiers that have lost vision, hearing, you know, you name it. And, you know, soldiers also who had nothing, you know, they're lucky nothing happened to them, and they are called heroes. And sometimes, you know, people say, how do you feel? And somebody calls you a hero. And it's a very humbling thing to hear, but I don't really consider myself a hero. I consider the soldiers that I commanded heroes. I consider the people in my life that affected me, like my parents, my heroes, because they were the ones that supported me while I was deployed, and they're the ones that continue to support me now. So I have to thank them for my support. And as far as like my awards, you know, getting actually the Missouri Valley College Woman of the Year award, I got it with Sandy Mockles. I got the young one, and you know, she got the older one. Just kidding, Sandy. But I love her to death, and she knows that. So that was really cool to be honored that way. And the Harry S. Truman Award was pretty neat. But sometimes it's the other things, like just being asked to come speak. I got to speak at a couple different ceremonies, you know, in the past couple years, and I got to speak at a ceremony back in my hometown in really Iowa, and that made me feel really good, because just this is a great award. I feel really honored to be receiving this award. It's definitely going to go in my top 3. I mean, Valley is so close to my heart because I just feel like I learned so much there, and it was just such a great school. I mean, it wasn't the size of the school, you know, it was the people, and the fact that it was like a perfect blend, because I was coming from rural America, and I was I mean, the fact that there was a Walmart in Marshall was like terrifying to me, because I came from a very, very small school. So I just wasn't, you know, ready for a huge, you know, big university type. And, you know, Valley, they don't want you to fail, and they won't let you fail. You know, one of the cool things about Dr. Wellborn's education program is you have to take the praxis before you graduate. You're not going to leave Valley without a certificate. So they set you up for success, and they teach you that, you know, you're going to be successful and you're going to work hard, but they also teach you how to communicate with people and how to work with people, and, you know, getting involved. And that's life. You have to get involved in life, and Valley teaches that.